What's up, YouTube? It's Boston Sport Fan 91 coming at you on Saturday morning. Easy Saturday going. Gotta be in work tonight for the snow, so gonna be a quiet day. Gonna be reading some comics, and I'm gonna do another video a little late today, but I'm gonna drop that one for tomorrow. So I will have a video up tomorrow. Just gonna record it in a little bit, and I will get that out. I have 7 or 8 comics, so tomorrow's video will probably just be a 2 comic video. Don't know which 2 yet. Gonna go through, pick a random 2, and we'll do that video tomorrow. So be on the lookout for 2 or 3 review tomorrow, I do suspect. But today we're talking WWE Friday Night Smackdown from last night. Alright, show. Smackdown needs to go back to 2 hours, or do what Raw does. Maybe that 2.5 window, 2:20 window. The full 3 hours is just too long. There's too much garbage in there. Commercial breaks, vignettes, packages, just stuff we don't need. A lot of nonsense. But what was good was very good. So we have the opening segment. Obviously, we have Cody, who I'm not a huge fan of. I would have loved to have seen KO take Cody out. Obviously, that didn't happen. Cody's going to be champion heading into WrestleMania, and I believe he will be facing John Cena, and it's hard to think that John Cena is not going to break the record of 17 World Championships at WrestleMania. It's kind of hard to think he's not going to do that at WrestleMania, and probably drop the championship his last match, hopefully right here in Boston, because I want to be there, and I'm really hoping to get to that. I know it's going to be expensive, but I really am hoping for that. But enough John Cena talk. Back to last night, open it up with Cody. Always very interesting with Cody and what goes on, whether I like him or don't like him. I can at least say his stories are always, interesting, and that's because, you have the top of the food chain. Who bores me to death is Drew McIntyre. I don't know how WWE finds him to be a draw. I find him to be boring. Even during the 2020 run, COVID run, he was boring. Just his character has always been so silly and clownish to me. Just he does not work for me. I do not care for McIntyre. So I'm more Cody on that one, and see how it all plays out. But I think it's Cena coming out of the chamber, and obviously you get Jacob Fatu mixed up in things, and then Solo shows up last night, and Jacob Solo definitely seems to be uneasy, even if they do appear to be on the same page. I think eventually they're going to be on the same page in a cohesive unit. I hope. I know they're not calling themselves a Bloodline, but when we're talking, and just let's call them the Bloodline or 2.0, whatever you want to call them. I don't want that to be over yet. I know we don't have like Roman or The Rock here right now leading the story, but I think Solo taking the reins again and leading the charge until Rock or Roman does come back and want to take head of that table again. Or maybe it ends up being Jay. He wins the championship, and Jay thinks he's head of the table. I don't know where they're going, but I hope it's not over, and I hope they keep that going. Another thing from SmackDown last night, very small albeit, but whenever you get R-Truth on the TV is awesome. R-Truth, when R-Truth calls it a career, it's gonna be a sad day in the WWE, because he's just such a GOAT, such a legend, and no matter what, he has never not entertained me. Like, literally every time he's on TV, no matter what he's doing, he entertains me. Love me some R-Truth. Great segue into wrestlers that just entertain every time they're on camera. We had 2 of those last night in The Miz and LA Knight. Big fan of both. I love The Miz. Heel face, you know me. I love the heels a little bit more, but most importantly, I just love the wrestlers that can actually entertain me. And The Miz does that week in, week out, year in, year out, night after night. 20 some odd years, future WWE Hall of Famer. He's awesome. And LA Knight, well on his way to being a marquee name. So both those guys, I know Shinsuke was there. I'm not a huge Shinsuke fan, in the sense of what he's doing right now. Seems kind of quiet, doing nothing. I think it's part of the story, hiding in the shadows and all that. But Shinsuke's just, I kind of like his old music more, his face music, the moves he would do when he enters the ring. I think he's a better face than a heel, at least in WWE. I think he's a better face than a heel. Uh, but really good episode overall. I really did enjoy it. We had that. You obviously have a great triple threat main event match, although very predictable in my opinion. Actually, on Friday night SmackDown, I do suck my fiance into watching with me here and there. Last night was one of those nights for it, and as they were making the entrances, Damian Priest, Jacob, and Braun Strowman, I told her it's going to be Braun Strowman taking the pin, and it's going to be Damian Priest doing the pinning, and you're going to get Jacob taken out somehow. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened. I just couldn't see Fatu going into the Elimination Chamber. You want to keep him strong. He ain't ready for the championship. He ain't ready for WrestleMania. There's a story there. So, anyone's name that's not John Cena or CM Punk has no chance of winning the chamber. And I don't think CM Punk has a chance. I think it is Cena, but I'm the only two, and I don't even care who the last participant is. There's no way that's not going to be Cena or Punk. It's going to be one of those two. That's why you knew Fatu couldn't be going in there. Just wouldn't have worked. Kind of same reason why I think they have Roman not around. Not gonna put him back in the title picture right now. So you gotta take him out and just keep him away from the chamber and make sure that their shoulders don't hit the mat for the 1, 2, 3. So I think that's it. Obviously, we have an update on Jade Cahill. Her attack is. I don't think it's going to be what the WWE wants us to think. They're showing us that video of Liv and Raquel leaving the scene of the assault. I don't think it's them. I think they happen to be in the area. I still think there's a curveball coming there. I think the WWE wants us going down this road when we're really going down that road, but maybe it's just as straight up and uncurvy, I guess, unswervy as far as story goes as it seems. Maybe it is the straight road that we're on. And then, of course, we have Tiffy time, and it's going to be her going up against Charlotte at WrestleMania. I hope Tiffany wins. I do not want to see Charlotte. Can't stand Charlotte. I have said this so much. Not a fan at all. So Tiffy time. Let's go Tiffy. And again, no surprise that that's who is going to be. And no surprise that Cody is going to be facing the winner of the Elimination Chamber, John Cena. Overall, good episode. I'm gonna give it out of 10 a 6 to a 6.5 or so, right about there, I think. Good stuff overall. Alexa Bliss and definitely the Wyatts are coming. Waiting for that. I think that episode's not too far off. But as always, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. If you please hit that like button, I'd really appreciate it. And let me know down below, what are you thinking? Let's try to keep this one conversation specific to SmackDown. If you want to talk a little Raw, that's fine. But just let's try to keep it more SmackDown related. What do you think of the KO Sami Zayn stuff? There was only a couple of videos there last night, not a ton to jump into there. There is some kind of stipulation match coming. I don't know if it's going to be a last man standing and I quit a Hell in a Cell. It's going to be something along those lines for sure, though. First Blood, if they want to go back to real Attitude Era times, that'd be great. Not going to happen. But that is it. Thank you so much. Let me know what you think down below about SmackDown and what you're hoping to see next Friday. As long as Smack and Cry isn't on my TV too much, I'll be happy overall. All right, everybody. I hope you have a great, safe Saturday. And I will have a video tomorrow. Check that out, and we'll talk some comics. Have a great night, everybody. Peace.